Go and step outside for me.
No, I'm not going outside. Because I actually didn't do nothing.
Did you just tell me no? I just said they about to be next. Did you not just hear that? But I've given you several warnings. You'll be all right. Go and step outside for me.
No, I'm not going outside. Because I actually didn't do nothing.
Did you just tell me no? You just tell me no? Don't worry about it. I got something for you. Watch this. Now I gotta stop what I'm doing. I'm already irritated that I gotta do a million things at work. And then here comes rolling in. You can do it outside, but here you go strolling in, making my job harder than what it gotta be. So now I gotta call your parents in front of everybody because you don't want to step out. Then go and step outside then. That's all you gotta do. Do you want to see what I'm doing right now? Let me show you what I'm doing right now. Come on over here. Let me show you what I'm doing. Go on, step on over here. Let me show you what I'm doing.
I don't care what you're doing.
No, let me show you.
You over there recording me.
I am, but let me show you this. You see this right here?
What is it?
You see, every student that has that logo, that's emerging bilinguals, okay? For every student that's emerging bilingual, I have to file a form for them, okay?
Okay. What they got to do with me?
I have over 60 of them that I fill out.
Okay.
That means it takes time to do. That means when you come in, and it's an easy day like this, that means Mr. Johnson got to get his work done. I don't need you coming in making my job harder. See what I'm saying? If you was a teacher, right, and you had to fill out 60 of these, would you be pissed? You'd be pissed, wouldn't you? You probably would be pissed, right?
No,
and then you give your students one simple task to just do your little 6-question assignment and just STFU, right? Afterwards, and then you come in, la 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 la, making all that noise, doing all of that. Would that not make you mad?
Now, you over-exaggerated because I didn't even come up in here like that.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did. So, here's what you can do. Instead of me putting you outside, slide over there.
I'd rather go outside.
Okay, well then step outside then and finish your whatchamacallit.
So there's a few things that I want to go directly over when it deals specifically with this video. Number one, the forms of disrespect that took place. Number one, she came in late. She doesn't respect that black male teacher. Number two, the black male teacher specifically asked her 99 times, hey, could you step outside the class? She said no. She said she wasn't going to do it. Again, another form of disrespect. Number three, out of the whole instance, she wanted to have this back and forth as if they were on equal footing. He's a teacher. You are a student. Just shut up. You know that you're wrong. You came directly into the class late. Just shut up and just go outside of the class. Why are you coming in late? Number one. Number two, why are you making all of this noise trying to cause a distraction when everybody else is just either whispering or doing whatever it is that they want to sit up there and do, aka you're trying to highlight yourself, right, amongst all the other people directly out there being a clown because you're trying to get some type of brownie points from the girls out here, and then you're trying to look cute in front of whatever boys that you're directly interested in the class, or a combination of both, right? So then the black male teacher decided that he wanted to try to explain something very simple directly to her. He was like, hey, I got some work to do. I gave y'all a sheet of paper, half a sheet of paper, 6 questions, fill those out, turn them in or whatnot or whatever. And then the rest of the time, y'all got the rest of the time. So it might be an hour and 30 minutes they sitting in that class, and it only takes about like less than 10 minutes to pretty much do those questions. Yo, just chill. Just be directly on your phone, be on a computer, tablet, laptop, whatever it is that you got. Just chill. That's all you got to sit up there and do. But for her, that wasn't good enough. That was for her, that just wasn't good enough, right? So then the teacher was like, yo, come over here real quick. And she was like, nah, you sitting up there recording all this other type of stuff. He was like, yeah, I'm recording, right? But he's not recording her specifically. You don't see her image or anything like that. You don't see none of the other students or whatnot or whatever, right? You don't even see what he's working on the computer. It's just solely facing him and whatever's in the background. So she came over. She was probably on the side of the desk, again, away from the camera. And he was specifically explaining to her, like, hey, I got bilingual students here, and I have to fill out these 60 pieces of paperwork, for each student, or these, whatever it is, right? 60 of them, right? That he has to basically fill out. And he's given probably maybe a certain amount of time, or he's trying to get it done in a certain amount of time. And in order for him to do that, he gave the students an easy day of which they don't have to do any work. right? He doesn't have to sit up at the board. He doesn't have to explain things 99 times. He doesn't have to go by every single desk. He doesn't have to worry about a student come up to him asking 99 different questions about number, 1, number 3, and not understanding number 5, and how it is that they're supposed to frame and write that and all that type of stuff, right? Completely cool. And she's like, well, what does that have to do with me? Like, ma'am, that's not that's not the point. He's basically trying to explain to you that he gave you guys pretty much a past day. All you got to do, 6 questions, that's it. You still couldn't even just do that. Matter of fact, you couldn't even still just be in class on time. You're a distraction at this moment in time. And that's something that is taking up his time away from very important work that he needs to do. So he tried to reverse it and just explain it to her to put her in the teacher seat. And she was like, no, I wouldn't feel a certain type of way because, it's my job and it's what I'm supposed to do. And I'm like, you just have to be kidding me. Like you have an answer for every single thing. But I want people to understand and note that this same girl is the type that if her parents tell her that, you got chores, wash your clothes, you need to, look after your little sister, you need to, do this and do that around the house or whatnot, whatever. She's huffing and puffing, screaming, crying, talking about, I don't feel like doing it, I'm on my period, and I don't feel good, I'm moody, and all these excuses, all these other types of things are the reasons why she don't want to do it. But when it comes to the teacher trying to just calmly explain in a manageable, calm tone, just trying to explain stuff to her, she just got to answer for it. Nope, I just do it because of my job. Okay. With the type of mouth that you got, we know that you're lying. Well, at least I know that you're lying. And the interesting thing about this is the fact that when I happen to point out videos like this, I'll get people in the comment section. I'll be like, well, Seiji, it's you're just trying to blame it on, black women. You're just trying to blame it on the mother and all this. I'm like, ma'am, this is where this disrespect comes directly from. She's able to act like this because she's seeing women in her family treat men like this. This is why this behavior is okay to display, because it's okay at home. Again, the first school of learning that a kid ever comes directly through is home. So this is where she got this back and forth from. This is where she got this mouth directly from. This is where she got this smart attitude directly from. This is where she got this disrespect directly from. I'm a little bit confused with how it is that people can't understand and see it, other than the fact that people want to get directly in their feelings. So the next thing that people would like to sit up there and say, well, what about the father? Well, if the father was how about this one? Personal experience, examples that I'm going to use. The greater majority of women and girls that I knew during the time of high school that I had contact with, talked to, and whatnot or whatever, they have fathers. I met their fathers, right? Shook hands, had conversations, watched their fathers as the father was around the kids, around the home and the family, right? Learned a lot of things from that. And the other thing that I also learned is that it doesn't matter if the father's there or not. These girls are still going to have a smart mouth. They're still going to talk the way that they want to sit up there and talk, and act the way that they want to sit up there and act, irregardless on if the father is there or not. Some people will sit up there and then try to venture to say, well, it's great that the father was there, but was he a present father? How much time was he actually there? Was he actually helping with the homework? Was he cooking dinners? Was he reading them stories? Was he doing this? Was he like magically, for whatever reason, when you give an example of a father being a decent man, being a decent father, and he's present, he is there, and he is consistent, people are like, oh, no, that's not enough. It has to be, we got to find some more stuff. There has to be, there's an area there of which he's lacking, of which we can pin and blame and say that he is the fault of why it is that this girl got this type of mouth. No, just no. Like I said, people don't want to focus in on the fact of where a lot of this disrespect comes from and where it stems from. People don't want to look at the main catalyst of this situation, of this problem. And this is why this problem is present, not just on by way of black male teachers on social media recording, right? And you can hear the students in the background, but also when you look in public, when you look at a lot of these young girls and they're sitting up there just being disrespectful, even to elders. They've been disrespectful to cops. They've been disrespectful to doctors. They've been disrespectful to teachers. They're being disrespectful to parents. Disrespect all over the place, and it's going unchecked. And the only thing that people can just keep saying, well, if the fathers are involved, if the fathers are there, if black men wouldn't keep running from their responsibilities. But again, you're looking at a certain segment that is a small portion of those that you want to list a name doing negative behaviors. But yet, when you look at the actual black men are there that are present and how it is that they interact with their kids, it's magically nobody sees that. People never seem to pay attention to it. Again, the only thing I'm trying to say is that in order to get a lot of these problems fixed, you have to go to the sources of a lot of these problems. When it deals with black men and it deals with young black boys, I've pointed out the fact that, we need more black men in the community to, in a sense, step up. And again, I get that some people want to sit up there and say that, it's not a man's responsibility to manage other kids. Cool, fine, no problem. But when it deals with the young men in your family, now what? Now what you're going to say? You're going to still try to live the exact same excuse? That'd be stupid to do, because you as a man of that family who is more than likely older than the young men that I'm talking about, it is up to you to have a positive effect directly on those young men growing up. Because like I said before, coming from a single parent household, positive male role models are a thing. They do have a very major effect. So can't nobody give me no type of excuses. You can't tell me nothing. You can't swing away from this. You can't sit up and move the goalposts. You can't sit up and tell me nothing. But the exact same thing that I say with that is the exact same thing that I say when it deals with these young black girls growing up amongst black women in the black community. We need positive black female role models to really start to talk to these young girls, to engage with these young girls, to steer them away from this chaotic path of which that we can all look at on social media. Anytime you click on and look at social media, you see a lot of violence from these girls. You see a lot of fights. Like I said, look at Zeus Network. It's filled with it. All of these young women who are melanated that decide that the only way that they know how to actually conversate has nothing to do with logical wisdom, has nothing to do with intelligence. It's, I'm going to sit up there and tackle you. I'm going to pull you by your hair. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to fight you and all this other type of stuff. Again, that stems from lack of positive black female role models directly out here. Right. But, I don't know. Like I said, for me, I would love it for this not to be a thing, because the moment in time that this young girl does this, there's going to be other ones that think that, this is okay and cool to do, because they're going to be looking at the reactions from everybody else. They're going to be listening to the reactions. And like I said, it just needs to stop. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.